Hello beautiful people and welcome back to my channel. I recently received a comment suggesting I do a video on how to accessorize and give some accessorizing tips. I really love this idea because I love accessorizing. It's a very core part of my personal style with just a few simple pieces and a variety of certain elements. You can really take your outfit from boring to full of personality. I have taken some notes. Hopefully I can decipher my own mental chaos. Also, I just want to say accessorizing is such a personal form of expression. I can't speak for everybody, but if you like my style, I would hope that me giving you my tips will be helpful to you in some way. Take what you want, leave what you want. There is no rule book. There is no this is how you accessorize. Rules are there to be broken. So these are just, like I said, going to be some tips. I suggest just having fun with it. Allow it to be a tool to simply enhance your outfit. If I sound a little bit strange in this video, it is because I am deathly sick at the moment. Please just bear with me. I apologize if I sound a bit congested. Hopefully it won't be too annoying throughout this video. One of the key ways that you can dramatically enhance your outfits are unique glasses. And this is the perfect opportunity for me to introduce the sponsor of today's video, which is Vooglam. Vooglam stocks hundreds of unique, fun, quirky styles on their website. It's super easy for you to find something that resonates with you and your unique style. They truly have an incredible variety. I'm telling you, you have to go take a look. And then once you've selected the style that you like, you have the freedom to customize the lenses. You could choose between polarized prescription lenses, which you can also customize based on your specific needs, and blue light glasses. They also ship worldwide. They have sent me 4 of their latest styles for me to try on today and to share with you guys. So I'm very excited. Me from the future just popping in here quickly to say this range of glasses is in collaboration with Electric Forest Music Festival 2025. Vooglam will be attending not just as a brand but as part of the experience. This range is all about the spirit of summer with a focus on creativity, color, and community. They come in these super cute little pouches. These pouches are also made from recycled materials, which obviously we love sustainable fashion. The first pair that I've got to show you are these incredible cat eye glasses. This pair is called Neoa. I don't know about you, but I'm getting serious 1950s, 1960s vibes. These are so retro and so classic, and I feel so classy. I love the little detail over here, a little bit of like metallic detail just to catch in with the rest of your jewelry is such a win. I can see myself wearing these on a day-to-day basis. They're extremely light and they feel super sturdy on my face. I could see these paired so well with an A-line dress, maybe something with a high neck and a low back. I'm seeing a mini dress, knee-high boots. Oh my gosh, yes. Patterned stockings, an amazing fur coat I think would be so chic. You go out for lunch or drinks or go to a festival. I also think these would look so cute with something polka dot, tying into that very retro vintage sort of theme. The next pair that I have to show you are these super cool, kind of like old man style retro glasses. Oh my gosh, yes. These are called the Elvira glasses. I'm kind of obsessed. I don't usually go for a square frame, but I am feeling these. I am feeling myself in these. I love this more masculine shape. Is paired with a very delicate metallic arm. It's a very soft gold, which I also like because I am usually more inclined towards silver, but the fact that these aren't very bright, it still works. And because I'm mentioning time periods, these are really giving 1950s, 1960s. Feels so comfortable on my face. They're very lightweight. How would I style these? With a velvet or furry hat or even a beret. I'm kind of inclined to feminize my outfit with some of these because they are giving more of a masculine sort of feel, but I also think they could look really cute with trousers or corduroy overalls. I actually really like it with the coat that I'm wearing right now. Really enhances the dramatic retro vibe. And then we've got these really cute duotone, also cat eye glasses, except these have got more of a sharp finish to them. Oh my gosh, these are actually giving me a much more 60s vibe. These are the Layuba glasses. So cute. I can see see these working at a music festival with some bright furs, some platform boots, or go in a futuristic direction with metallic. These feel super sturdy on my face. They are well situated on my nose. Very, very comfortable, lightweight. I cannot wait to also rotate these in my glasses collection because these are so fun. And then last but not least, we have got these super cool glasses. Oh wow. I hope I don't bore you by saying I love these for every single one, but like I genuinely do. They are the perfect in between of like a big and a small size, which I also really enjoy. I like something a little bit neutral for day-to-day wear especially. Look at the checkerboard on the side. That is so cool. These are giving me Kurt Cobain 1990s. Do you see it? I see it. Needless to say, this is a very 90s grunge kind of style, rocker kind of style, which obviously I'm very much here for. A leather jacket, ripped denim shorts, stockings, Doc Marten lace-up boots, band tee. Sometimes you gotta go classic, and these are giving me classic 90s grunge. They are so comfortable on my face as well. Once again, another really cute pair of sunglasses for my rotation, so I'm very happy. If you guys want to pick up your very own pair of Vooglam glasses, which I highly suggest that you do, I have got a special discount code for you. You can use my code Daniela and get 20% off your order, which is extremely generous. And I just want to thank Vooglam so much for sending me these amazing styles and for sponsoring this portion of the video. Let's get into the rest of the tips. I'm gonna tackle accessories by category. At the end, I'm just gonna give you some general key tips that hopefully will help. Okay, I'm gonna start off with jewelry. Jewelry is a massive part of my style and has been for a very long time. It's taken me years to collect and curate my jewelry collection. I would highly suggest starting with a base collection. What is a base collection? A base collection is the jewelry that you would wear every single day. No matter what outfit, no matter what you're doing, this is the kind of jewelry that rarely, if not ever, comes off of your body. I'm actually wearing my base jewelry right now. Did I do this intentionally? No, I did not, but it's a good sort of example in this moment. My base jewelry is hoop silver earrings. They're comfortable, they go with everything. This locket, which is sentimental value, it's a family heirloom. I think this is such a special way to find something that is your base thing that you turn to. You're wearing it for sentimental reasons more than aesthetics, which I think can add an additional layer of uniqueness to your accessorizing. Pretty much always wear the same rings, and that's just because I haven't really found any other rings. I would like to kind of expand my collection because in a way my tastes have shifted, and I pretty much wear these every single day. When I'm not wearing the entire collection, I am always wearing this on this finger. That was the first ring that I ever got. My mom bought it for me. Oh, and then yes, I always have hair clips. I don't know why, I don't know when that started. The rest is really up to your creative vision. I ping pong between a more grunge old style and then a whimsy goth witchy sort of style, depending on the mood, also depending on the weather. When it comes to earrings and necklaces, I cater to a variety of styles, but I also don't over collect. So I don't buy jewelry just for the sake of having it. I will have something if I know this is something that's gonna add an extra point of interest. Some of my items have got gemstones, whereas others are just plain metal. Those two I find can give a very different effect to the outfit because a gemstone sort of look isn't really gonna work with my more grunge alt looks, but when it comes to like my flowier whimsical looks, the gemstones complement that style really nicely. But also don't be afraid to create a contrast. So I'm a big advocate for pairing heavier pieces with feminine flowy items. It just adds a very different vibe, and sometimes you don't want to be on the nose in terms of, oh, I'm wearing a whimsy goth inspired outfit, I now need to only wear whimsy goth sort of jewelry. Sometimes it's nice to take those alt elements and throw them on to create a complete juxtaposition. When it comes to necklaces, get yourself a variety of chains. Get some thick ones, get some thin ones, get different length ones. When I'm wearing a lower cut top, find that that's like a really fun opportunity to stack and layer lots of necklaces. For example, the top I'm wearing now, it doesn't look that good in my opinion to stack a lot of necklaces. I mean, obviously you can, but that's just my personal preference. I'm just not inclined. I would probably be more inclined for like a statement earring, but again, today I just kind of went for my base items. What I really enjoy is to get something with a long black cord, and this is really great for wrapping. So you can create a long look or you can create a choker look and basically just swap out my pendants. I would say variety of lengths when it comes to earrings as well, different sizes, different shapes. When it comes to choosing metals, I think this is very subjective. There are certain skin tones that look better with certain metals. Some people are lucky and can wear them all at the same time, and I think that's pretty rad. Just for me personally, I've got quite a red undertone and I just find that bright gold just doesn't look that good, so I've always been more inclined to go for silver. But here I would say go crazy. I do like to keep my jewelry selection relatively small and curated. I don't have 100 pairs of earrings. I've got maybe 10 to 15 that are my solid go-tos, like I know I wear those, because then I also don't feel overwhelmed, and there's nothing worse than feeling overwhelmed by what earrings to choose, you know? It should be fun. So that's just my personal preference. Let's move on to hats. Now, again, this is also going to be very subjective because some people just don't like wearing hats. Here, I like to keep things relatively simple because not every day is a hat day for me either. I tend to like to focus on shape. I don't go crazy with different colors and things like that. I pretty much keep it to black with the exception of maybe 2 varieties of my berets. You either want it to stand out or ease in with the rest of your vibe. I personally just prefer a neutral black hat. I focus on a wide brimmed hat, and I think this looks really good to add some structure to a flowy outfit. They're also really cute in the autumn time, dark academia sort of vibes. And then I also just like to have a very functional hat for the summertime. This was a struggle for me for a very long time, but I ended up just crocheting myself a little bucket hat because it's cotton, super breathable, but I still get that head protection and it's cute. You can put the brim slightly up or put it down. What I also like about hats is that you can adorn them. This is a great opportunity for you to add badges, pins, whatever calls to you. Just something that speaks to your own personal style. I love a good safety pin, so I have got a big safety pin in my beret and white brimmed hat. When I bring them out, it already feels very me. If you're not a hat person, there's always hair. You can adorn your hair with ribbons, clips, hair beads, or hair braids. Do you like color? Do you like natural fibers? Are you trying to add more metals to tie in with the rest of the metals on your body or on your outfit? Key rules of thumb is when an outfit is leaning too typical, the accessories offer a great opportunity for you to swing in a little bit of contrast. For example, a very baggy, sort of oversized, mask leaning outfit can look really cute with a few hair ribbons or hair braids or something just to balance out the energy of the outfit. If that's what you're going for, you know, not everyone wants to do that, and that's totally fine as well. That's just personally what I like to do. Moving on to belts. Again, I feel like having a curated collection is so much easier than having 10 zillion different belts, because I think what you will find is that you have one main belt that you go to as your everyday belt, and then a few additional ones that add a little bit of spice, a little bit of interest, and then you will have those ones that are rare occasion belts, but you do still wear them. They are nice to have because they do go with certain looks and become maybe even the main feature of said looks. And then you might have a whole bunch more that just sit and generally don't ever come out of the closet. I would highly recommend pretty much what I just said is having a primary belt that is your everyday, easy, comfortable, works with high-waisted and low-waisted clothes. I just think it's great to have one staple to fall back on and something that you really like as well. It's a great opportunity to choose a metal that really works with your personal style. I personally personally prefer a medium-sized belt in this regard. I don't really go for thin belts, just like something that is going to fit all the pants that I have or all the skirts and has a nice chunky yet not too chunky buckle. For me, that is a perfect everyday belt. I would also recommend having something with maybe a more statement buckle. Perhaps this is similar to your everyday belt, but it's got a little bit more personality. Great to have for those chances where your outfit is demanding something a little bit extra. You're just wearing a t-shirt and jeans, and maybe that cute design belt is the thing that takes it from basic to showing a bit of your personality, and also like giving direction for the rest of your accessories. I really like to have one that is entirely adorned. This really helps to add a 360 feature to your outfit. Now, it's not just about the buckle, it's about the entire look, and this can be really cute for when the belt becomes a primary feature again of your outfit, or you want to over accessorize, you want all your pieces to play off of each other, then this is an awesome opportunity. Studs, grommets, embroidery, anything like that that has got an entire design feature is really effective and really great to have in your wardrobe. Because I wear a lot of black, I like to have my staples in black. I also like to have one option which is more outside the bounds of the rest of the options that I've got. I have a brown belt and it's also got some very unique hardware on it. This is a great option for adding some interest to certain outfits. This belt only works for high-waisted things, so it makes it a great option for high-waisted skirts, for cinching in dresses, even with this jacket. A statement belt, I would recommend at least one of these. For something totally not functional at all and just for the vibes, a chain belt is perfect for honing in on those 1970s whimsy sort of vibes. These are also great because they come in so many different designs. I would highly recommend trying to thrift something. There are so many options. It's just way more special when you actually find something unique that didn't just take a click of a button for instant gratification. Believe me, I have been guilty of this in the past. So I'm talking from my own personal lens of making that mistake and then kind of never wearing the things because the excitement was over as soon as I paid. With maybe the exception of your everyday belt. If you can find a good quality belt that's gonna last and that fits for both high-waisted and low-waisted things, and also every size belt loop, then I would encourage you to buy something high quality if you need to. If you lean a little bit alternative, then I would highly recommend you get at least one harness. A harness can be such a fun accessory for adding a little bit of cheekiness to your outfit. It can change up the silhouette as well. It's not a belt at all, but it adds such a cool feature to especially feminine leaning items. Again, love a good hardware kind of edgy thing with feminine flowy pieces. It will just make your life a little bit more simple if you focus on curating to what you actually will reach for. The last thing I need is for A, my accessories to actually detract from the outfit, or B, just feel completely overwhelmed and then uninspired to accessorize in a way that feels truly me. Now let's move on to bags. Again, this video is teaching me that I have a very curated stance on accessorizing. I would highly recommend having one go-to everyday bag. Personally, I focus on quality rather than aesthetics, even though the aesthetic is important, but I want something that will work with basically any outfit that I put on. I thrifted a Coach handbag. If you know, you know. It's the perfect size. It fits all of my stuff. It can also be worn as a crossbody bag or just like a long shoulder bag, which is adjustable, amazing. Or it can be worn as a short shoulder bag. So I love that I've got basically two bags in one. An everyday bag should be the perfect size. I cannot handle something that's too big or even worse, too small. It's a big no for me. I alternate this bag with a tote bag. I've actually got two. Got a black one and then a cream cream one. Sometimes my outfit will call for a black tote bag and other times it will call for a neutral tote bag. I specifically use my tote bags for when I'm running errands and going to markets and that sort of thing. My everyday leather bag is more for everything in between. Generally speaking, if I am wearing blue denim, maybe I'm wearing this for example, I will go for black. But if my outfit is all black, I will be more inclined probably to add a natural colored tote bag just to break things up a little bit and to make my outfit actually pop more. Those are my everyday bags, and again I like to keep this relatively simple because I am also very inclined to lose stuff if I am constantly changing between bags. Also then recommend to have 1 or 2 statement bags. These are bags that are more for the look and less for the function. So maybe these are going out bags, maybe a contrast color or what is going to complement your style the most. If you really enjoy wearing green, maybe a red bag could be a fun addition. So that's one way to create contrast, is to hone in on complementary colors. I also think a really great thing to do is to focus on texture. Is this bag a material that doesn't add anything to the look? Can you dive into this a little bit more by adding something velvet, something leather, embroidery, something beaded, you know? All of these little details are gonna add a really nice additional layer of interest and texture to your outfit. As someone who likes to wear a lot of dark clothes, a lot of black, I find these little additions highly effective to create a more interesting outcome. It's important to focus on function and life because I will not use something if it's just completely unfunctional. I don't really care how cool or trendy or amazing it is. If it's not gonna fit my stuff, or if it's uncomfortable to wear, or if I feel like I can't even keep it on my arm, I'm not gonna wear it. It's as simple as that. And that's not a choice, that's just a natural inclination. And I made this mistake many times, again speaking from experience, so now I'm very careful. Don't buy something too small. A strap that is comfortable and that I can wear on my body is kind of essential. And then the last category that I want to touch on are scarves. This can be both functional and add really great interest to your outfit. I tend to focus on length, material, and color. Instead of having a whole range of black scarves, which I have found in the past have detracted actually from my outfit, especially if it is mostly a black outfit, I like to add something either with physical texture, so something a little furry, or a color. I recently found a really pretty purple scarf and I can't wait to wear it. I haven't worn it yet. I can't believe it. I have not worn it yet, but I'm so excited to wear it. And then I think last winter, was it 2 winters ago? I don't remember. I found this bright green scarf. Okay, bright green. Never thought in a million years that this would be something that I would wear and enjoy, but lo and freaking behold, it looks so good with an all black outfit. It just makes it pop. I've never felt like more like a character from a movie in this freaking scarf. I can't even tell you. So glad that I have that option to add to my outfits to make it a little bit more interesting when it is feeling a little bit flat. You could focus on different widths, something chunkier and big and cozy to wrap you up, or maybe you want a more skinny scarf to add a little bit of a chic, put together look. Less functional probably, but very, very cute, especially with layered necklaces. Absolute vibe. It's also fun to play with like the lengths and the movements in this regard. When you go to the thrift shop, be on the lookout. Are there any fun textures that you can add into your wardrobe? Are there any colors that feel like they could complement your current wardrobe? I'm just gonna wrap up with a few overarching tips to consider when you are shopping or when you are looking at your current collection of accessories. The first question I would ask myself when working from a base outfit is, does this outfit need texture? Does it need color? And does it need shape? It might need all three. Maybe you just want to add a pop of color. Maybe you want to enhance it even more. You want it to be more eye-catching. Maybe a complementary color. Maybe you want to add some shapes. A big hat could be one way of doing that. Some oversized glasses or some small glasses, depending on what's going on with the rest of your outfit. And then just circling back to the metals on your accessories, on your bags, on your jewelry, I find it less confusing to have a primary metal that I gravitate to. It just makes pairing everything together so much easier. Again, there's no rule book for this. You can pair gold and silver. If that's your thing, then amazing. Then you've got all the more options. But if it's not, then maybe consider leaning more into one type of metal just to make the decision process a little bit easier. When it comes to color, try pick colors that A, have caught your eye, or B, you feel like are gonna complement other pieces in your wardrobe. If you know that yellow is not your thing, but yellow is on trend, consider if it is something that you will actually wear, or if you're just gonna end up redonating it. With my green scarf, it instantly caught my eye. It was such a shocking green and something that is so out of my realm, but I instantly saw this vision of it popping against my all black outfits. Another key question is, when you are looking for items, consider their function. So where are you going to wear these things? Are you comfortable to wear these things? Do you need a snow hat if you're not in the snow? If you are out and about in the city all day, is a miniature shoulder bag really a good investment? Or maybe it's a better investment to get something more unique in that style for those unique moments. Lastly, what is the quality like? And I think this is arguably the most important point. I would highly recommend buying materials that last over and above materials that just provide that quick fix, that bit of satisfaction in the moment, because something that won't last, you will not wear. If the pleather on the bag starts to peel, you're not gonna wear that thing. If the jewelry is tarnishing on your skin, you're probably not gonna wear it. When you are buying your accessories, consider investing in higher quality silver or stainless steel over aluminium or nickel. Clips that fall out your hair, rather get something functional. Unpolarized glasses versus polarized glasses. Those were my tips on accessorizing and getting the most out of the accessories in your closet. Hopefully giving you some guidance on what to look for in the thrift shops and curating the perfect variety for your needs. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed making this video for you, and I really hope it was helpful. Please do let me know in the comments below, what are your key accessories? What are the accessories that you could not live without, that are just so integral to your everyday style? Thank you so much for watching. If you did watch until the end, thank you again to Vooglam for sponsoring this video. Don't forget, you can use my code Daniela for 20% off your order. All the details will be linked down below, so go check that out. If you enjoyed this video and want to support me, then please do leave a like and subscribe for more fashion and sustainable fashion related content. I am so excited to be growing this little community. It's so special to have you guys here to talk to and chat to about fashion. It's just so much fun. I'm loving it so much. I hope that you guys have a beautiful rest of your day. I will hopefully see you in my next video. Bye!